Java versus Bedrock is something that I think is quite interesting. Even though I've only played Java a few times, I've primarily been playing on console, though I do consume way more Java content than Bedrock. That's mainly because Java has a bigger YouTube sphere, and Bedrock isn't really on YouTube that much. There are two big creators, and that's pretty much it for the Bedrock scene. So today I'm going to be discussing both sides of the argument on which is better, Java or Bedrock. I'm going to be showing you why I think that there's no right answer for this. Depending on who you are, there might be an answer, but in general there's no real answer because it's purely opinion. So yeah. First off, we're going to go with the Java advantages, and then we're going to talk about the Bedrock advantages. Customizability is one of the biggest things that Java has in its advantages. From modding, to texture packs, to shaders, to changing your skin. There are so many things when it comes to customizability that is just so much better on Java. Even downloading maps is technically a part of customizability, since you're customizing how you're playing the game. Now, do I think most of these things are the most important? Not really. Texture packs and shaders are very important to me, but modding certainly is, since that's purely gameplay changing, or majority of the time it is. And when it comes to gameplay, Minecraft is very fun on vanilla, but with modding you can do so much more with your creativity, and just in general there's so much more to do if you have modding. So that's why I think it's one of the biggest Java advantages. Texture packs and shaders, don't really mind that's an exclusive thing on Java. I think most of the things on Java should be in both. I don't really know why that they're that big of a difference, other than maybe the coding language prevents them from doing certain things. But yeah, another thing that really annoys me about Java advantages is the fact that they get more snapshots than us. Or at least they get better snapshots than us. Majority of the snapshots that have been released for Minecraft go to Java first, with the exception of recently. Recently, we got the Mountains beta before they did. I think the main reason for this is because they probably made it for Bedrock first, but that's purely speculation. Another one of Java's advantages is having a bigger YouTube sphere. I know I mentioned it in the intro, but it's a huge difference. I think that's because Bedrock is a much more casual scene. Not many people really dig into Minecraft stuff on Bedrock, and honestly I don't blame them. It's super complicated at times. Another thing that Java has over Bedrock is having access to better servers. When you have the capabilities of modding, data packs, all of that, servers end up being so much better on Java than Bedrock. From Hypixel to Minecraft, and probably other servers that I'm forgetting right now. Mineplex on Java is better than the one on Bedrock, and most of the Bedrock servers aren't bad, at least the default ones that you start off with. I play Hive every once in a while, and I play a lot of CubeCraft, so I don't really mind the servers that we have on here, but I'd rather play on Java if I got to play better servers. Some more miscellaneous or others are changing versions easily, achievements and advancements being way more refined on Java, hardcore and spectator mode, that's huge. That's something that I have a huge problem with. Hardcore mode wouldn't be that hard to implement on Bedrock from what I understand, since the only difference between hardcore and hard mode is you're locked on hard and you can't die or you lose your entire world. Though, because hardcore is mainly for veterans and people who are really good at the game, and Bedrock Edition is much more casual, you end up having a situation where it's not many people rally against having hardcore and spectator mode. Because spectator mode is also missing. Because you need both to have hardcore mode. And finally, the last Java advantage is Redstone is way more refined on Java. When it comes to Redstone, there's a much bigger scene on YouTube for Java, obviously, but there's some capabilities that you can do on Java that you can't do on Bedrock. The systems are very different at times, but very similar at others. Like T flip-flops, you can't do those on Bedrock. They don't work. Some other things include things on the screen right now. So yeah, those are all of the Java advantages, so let's get into the Bedrock advantages, which there aren't many of, so this will be pretty quick. The 2 Bedrock advantages that I have is play somewhat consistently smooth, and playing with friends locally and online much easier. That's pretty much it. Wait, nope, I'm forgetting one more. Full crossplay. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, and mobile all can play Bedrock Edition together. Those are the 3 advantages that Bedrock has that Java does not. And some in-game features which are very strange, like trident killers exist on Bedrock, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, those are the main ones, like crossplay, playing with friends, consistently smooth, while Java's a bit buggy even if you have a really good PC. It's a bit of an issue that those are the only advantages to getting Bedrock Edition over Java. I don't know why somebody would play on Java if you're on PC. Or wouldn't play on Java if you are on PC. It just doesn't make sense. You have so much more to do on Java than Bedrock, and the few advantages you have on Bedrock is friends. So if you have friends on Bedrock, then I see the point of view of playing on Bedrock. Otherwise, I really don't. But something that I really want to talk about is, what is Mojang's perspective on this? Because when it comes down to it, Bedrock probably makes more money than Java. I'm going to explain why now. Whenever the community talks about this issue, we look at it from the angle of the consumer. But we never look at it from the company side. In terms of business, it would make more sense to work on Java, give it more options and features, because the majority of Bedrock users play in a more casual fashion. But, on the other hand, they make way more money than Java, so shouldn't they not cater to their more money or their more profitable side? Well, it really depends. Another way to look at it is that there are more educated players on Java. They probably care more whether they get more features than the average Bedrock player. In my opinion, I think they should focus on Bedrock, seeing as it's lacking in most cases. But obviously that's from the perspective of being a Bedrock player. When Bedrock originally came out and they changed it from Java Edition they changed it from Minecraft to Java Edition and Bedrock Edition to Minecraft, people got super mad at Bedrock players and Mojang for doing that change. Whereas, that was a pretty good move on their part, seeing as Bedrock Edition was making much more money than Java at the time. Seeing as mobile sales were way up. I'm pretty sure it's worth half of the entirety of sales. Yeah, I think it's 90 something million sales. It's quite insane actually. So whenever people discuss this, I really get confused because it's blatantly obvious which one is better in terms of gameplay and mechanics and functions. And that would be Java. But if you're looking at it from purely statistics and purely profits and money and stuff, I think it would go to Bedrock. So from the consumer point of view, I would say Java wins. From the company's point of view, I would say Bedrock. So it really depends which one you're arguing. If you're arguing consumer, I would argue all of the points that I've listed for Java, and I would take the small portion of me sucking off Mojang in terms of business for Bedrock. So that's pretty much it. This is a pretty quick video to make. I'm just gonna throw some Minecraft parkour in the background and just edit this for the next hour. If you like what you see, subscribe. I've been off YouTube for 4 months. I've been just being lazy, to be frank. I've been writing a lot of scripts because I enjoy doing that, and I've been refusing to edit because I hate doing that. But I want to get back into YouTube, and summer's about to start in a month, so I'm gonna have much more free time, and I'm gonna be more willing to edit. I have some videos planned. Not making any promises though, since I haven't uploaded in a fucking while. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy.